In baseball, if you get a hit just 3 out of 10 times, you're successful. That's just a 30% success rate, yet still enough to make millions of dollars a year at the professional level. The same mentality is true for salespeople at a dealership. If you can deliver a car in just 3 or 4 attempts out of 10, you're finding success. But knowing how to handle rejection the other 6 or 7 times out of those 10 attempts is just as important. To fail more often than to succeed can take a toll on even the best salesperson. We asked motivational speaker, life coach, and business trainer Mel Campbell about the psychology needed to stay motivated in a business where you have to be able to bounce back from a rejection quickly.
Well, it's important that you look at your numbers and think about, what am I going to do today in order to get the goal I want in the future? So we always have goals that we do. We always focus on an agenda. At the same time, when it comes to being successful in sales, it's a transfer of enthusiasm.
Right.
I want to wake up no matter how many rejections I get. I always want to stay positive on my goal. I want to make sure that I'm accomplishing my numbers. Numbers tell a story. And if you're not telling the right story to your management, you don't stay around.
Yeah.
So thinking about your numbers, you think about success. Success only comes from studying success. So one of the things that made me successful in my sales career, and will make any of your viewers successful, is studying success. Do what successful people do, you will be successful. Brian Tracy taught me that.
Yeah.
So when you do success, it's all about, how am I going to stay motivated? How am I going to stay on these goals? And it's about money, which motivates almost everybody.
Right.
It's always about family, and it's also internal motivation. So internal motivation and external motivation work together to bring success.
Great points there. Before we let you go here, let's talk about the leadership aspect of motivation. You know, leaders at a dealership, generally the managers, the sales managers, they're the ones that are counted on by the dealership owners to keep the team motivated and to keep the team going. But these are the guys that are under sometimes the most pressure of all, because they're the ones counting on their teammates to come through with the sales. Talk about that mentality for a leadership position at a dealership and how they can stay motivated to motivate others.
Sure. Well, every time you're a leader, your workers watch you. They watch what you do and how you act and all those things. They're also looking for weaknesses. So it's important that a manager always fill themselves. They fill themselves with, what is it going to take for me to get this team motivated? And I like studying leadership. You know, leadership is all about making sure that you're doing your job the best you can, having a smile on your face all the time, even though you don't feel like smiling, and working as hard as your workers work.
So it's almost the mentality of leading by example more than what they're saying.
Exactly. So if you lead by examples, people will see there. You know, we've all had leaders in our life that we'll do anything for. And you have to model that leadership. And there's people that you don't respect. Handling situations in front of the team as opposed to taking them aside and handle it's all mentality. There's certain team dynamics that are in play. Spending time with your workers, making sure you know their personality. There's one thing that can motivate your workers, and if you find that thing, then it exposes the group. And if they're willing to sacrifice and do what it takes to be successful, and they're willing to work for you, and you show that you're about helping them, the leader will be successful every time.